How we doing? How are we? Are we okay? Are we good? Are you happy? Are you decent outside of football? Is your life in turmoil? Is the world ending? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of good things going on that don't have to do with football. For instance, in the last week, I've seen like 7 different cures for 7 different cancers that have popped up. That's pretty crazy. Just this morning, Cuba claims to have cured fucking lung cancer. Lung cancer vaccine. Ah! I guess I could smoke for the rest of my days, even though I don't smoke. I might pick it up. I might start smoking because Cuba has claimed that they have a cancer vaccine for lung cancer. Now you can smoke guilt-free. Things are good. Things are good. Unless you're talking about football. Now, you draw the line at good once you start talking about football. Because Liverpool suck. They really do. They really do. We have another game, another match in the Premier League where the vast majority of the reaction has to do with refereeing and officiating. People giving leeway to the idea that Liverpool are unlucky. Where have I been? I haven't had anything to say. I needed a little break. I hadn't had a lot to say. Because through the past few weeks, win, loss, or draw, I felt like, it's the same thing. And the reaction that I'm seeing from the fan base to this game, it's very concerning. It's as concerning as finding cancer from a football perspective. I know that I harp on this a lot, but we sat here in October and we said, guys, this is stage one. Like, things are not bad. We're finding it early. We can do something about this and prevent it from becoming a problem that becomes terminal. Unfortunately, it's now February 9th, and we've reached that near terminal diagnosis. We're 5 points off Manchester United. There's 13 games left. Guys, the maximum amount of points that Liverpool can finish on is 78. We can only get to 78 points, and that's if we win every single game from now until the end of the season. 78. Does anyone think that 70 points is going to be enough to get you fifth place? Like, realistically, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be one of those years where 60 points is fifth place. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't think that Manchester United are only going to get 14 more fucking points this season. I don't. I don't. Man United will get to 70 points. Guys, that's 24 points. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's look at our competition. Arsenal are at 56 points. City are at 50 points. These teams don't matter. We have nothing to do with them. Liverpool sit here at 39. Our level right now is Brentford, Everton, and Sunderland. Guys, this game against Sunderland is a serious fight for a Europa League spot. That's the levels that Arne Slot has taken us. Arne Slot has taken us to the point. My great manager has led me to a top 6 battle with Sunderland, a newly promoted side that I only have 1 point off of at home. Anyway, back to the original point. There's 39 points left remaining in the season. The maximum that Aston Villa can attain is 86 points. Do we think that Villa are going to drop 16 points from now until the end of the season? Are Villa going to drop 16 points in the next 13 games? I don't know. But that's what you would need from them. Manchester United, the maximum that they can finish on is 83. With the way United are playing right now, Are they going to drop 13 points in the next 13 games? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Chelsea, the maximum that they can finish on is 82. Are they going to drop 12 points in the next 13 games? I don't know. I don't know. But notice how all of those teams have the luxury of being able to attain more points than Liverpool. Liverpool are at a maximum disadvantage because we're 4 points behind Chelsea. And this is a Champions League spot, not a Europa League spot. So we're 4 points off of that. Guys, we've lost 8 fucking games. I've lost as many games as Everton. I've lost more games than Sunderland. We've lost more games than Bournemouth. We've lost the same amount of games as Brighton, 1 less than Palace, 2 less than Newcastle, 2 less than fucking Brentford. Look at our form. Draw, loss, win, loss. Just going off of form, let's see who Villa. Villa looks like our last 5 games. Everton has more points than us in the last 5 games. Sunderland have more points than us in the last 5 games. Fulham have more points than us in the last 5 games. Bournemouth have more. Guys, Leeds United have more points than Liverpool in the last 5 games. Nottingham Forest, West Ham have more points than Liverpool in the last 5 games. Deep that shit, you cocksucking throat fucker. Everyone was so busy slurping up fucking Arne Slot all damn season for what he did last year. Meanwhile, they haven't noticed the fact that Slot has stuck his dick in their fucking ass. We're cucked. We're fucked. For the ceremonial reason, I will play it.
No. We're completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
Guys, we're like 15th in points in 2026. We've only won 5 Premier League games in the last 5 months. We're averaging 1 win in the league per month for the last 5 fucking months. But I should back the manager. He just needs time. You know, he hasn't gotten the players to adjust to the new system. And a lot of people, they're going to point to convenient facts that make it seem like we're just unlucky. We've lost 4 games this season beyond the 90th minute. We're just unlucky, you know? We're just unlucky. No, you just suck fucking ass at closing out games. That's called a pattern, cocksucker. This is a meaningless fact. I don't give a shit about this. We have no ability to close out games. And while I will concede that the margins are very fine as to why Liverpool sit on 39 points and not 48. We have very fine margins as to why we are not sitting in 3rd place right now. I will give you that. Fine margins. But everything is built on fine margins. This game is built on fine margins. When Jurgen Klopp led us to the first Premier League title in our club's history, how many of those games did we win in the last minute? How many of those games did we win 1-0? How many of those games were nail biters, had fine margins? Many. Way too many for comfort. This sport is built on fine margins. Arsenal are at the top of the league on fine margins. Set piece goals, own goals, lack of injuries, fine margins. So I'm not going to hear any excuse about, we've been unlucky. Bro, it's always been a razor thin edge between winning a title and not winning a title. That's why they call them fine margins. You hire someone who can live in the fine margins and who can get it over the line. That's the point. That is the reason why you trust a manager, because he can live in that zone. Arnie Slot can't live in that zone. Guys, the fine margin yesterday was a 40-yard wonder free kick. That was the fine margin. At that point, Liverpool, before Dominic Szoboszlai had scored, Liverpool had deserved a goal. I will give us that. We deserved a goal. But so did Manchester City. Manchester City also deserved a goal by the 74th minute. So when it comes to the whole idea of how the game went, it should have been 1-1 about at that moment. Man City still scored. They had the penalty in the 90th minute, which is a mistake from Alisson. But let's be real. Even if we drew that game, I would still be sitting here very angry because we threw away the first half. In the second half, all of the sudden, we decided to play football, and it worked, and we were beating them. Why didn't you just start the game like that? We had no intention of doing anything for the first 45 minutes. We couldn't build up. We couldn't deal with the press. We couldn't string together two passes. The off-ball movement was terrible. We didn't commit to one style. It would have made sense if you just stuck Ekitike on the halfway line and just booted the ball every time you got it. But we were caught between two minds. At times, we were playing the long ball to no one, and then at times, we were trying to build up out the back, and it wasn't working. But I've seen the same thing all season. I saw the same thing against Brentford. I mean, I couldn't build up against Brentford, so I can't be mad about not being able to build up against City. All the individual factors of the game, they don't really matter. They don't really matter because it's a part of a bigger picture. Now, one thing I am seeing from the fan base, and I'm even seeing from Arnie Slot himself, bitching and moaning about refereeing decisions. Y'all, I'm sorry. The Mark Gahey one, he doesn't go into a one-on-one. Like, that's not a red card, and that's also not a penalty. And I'm more disgusted by the fact that Mohamed Salah is going down to ground that easily. Mo, it's one hand. Shrug it off and go get the fucking ball. If Mohamed Salah shrugs off Gahey there instead of falling to the ground, he gets on the end of it. And he could at least put it across goal. But no, he falls to the ground. Mohamed Salah did that 3 times. Mo, if you just didn't dive, you could have created a better goal scoring opportunity. Now, I understand being angry about the Szoboszlai one because Szoboszlai pulled Haaland, then Haaland pulled Szoboszlai, and it went back and forth, and they scored a goal. It was unnecessary for VAR to interrupt there. Just let it go. Just let it happen. It's football. And motherfuckers were pulling each other back all game. Just let it go. But it doesn't matter. We don't have Szoboszlai for Sunderland. And big up to Mo. I saw that his grandfather passed away. We might not have Mohamed Salah for Sunderland. But even if we did have them, I wouldn't be any more confident. Would anyone be confident against Sunderland even if we had every player available? I fucking wouldn't. I wouldn't. Because we don't play with any sort of style. We don't have patterns of play. We don't have a style. We don't have a consistent buildup. We don't have a consistent defense. We don't have a consistent attack. We don't have a consistent manager. There's no elements to this team that say anything about sustainability or consistency. None. Zero. Zip. Nada. I only picked up 3 points at home to newly promoted sides. Why would I feel confident in going to Sunderland? If I only drew to Sunderland because of Federico Chiesa making a goal line clearance, why would I be confident going away to Sunderland? Sunderland drew to Arsenal at their home ground. Why would I be confident in going there, even with a fully healthy squad? But at the end of the day, we all have to live with the fact that our club and the people running our club are a bunch of ass fucking cocksuckers who want to see the club fail. It's that simple. Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards can both suck a fat bag of dicks. Fuck them both. And fuck John W. Henry. And fuck FSG. The gross negligence at this point is disgusting. 5 Premier League wins in 5 months. But let's put out a round table of 3 guys at the club giving each other head, sucking each other off, double-fisted Gluck Gluck 9000, Slurp Slurp Deluxe, standard chartered sponsor, 3-way circle jerk to talk about how the club is backing Arnie Slot. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's have Richard Hughes and Arnie Slot 69 on YouTube. That sounds like a good idea. Let's put that out there. Let's reassure the fans. Richard Hughes just gave Arnie Slot a blowjob on YouTube. Hosted. That's what that roundtable was. That roundtable that talked about how, oh, listen, the club has trust in Arnie Slot. You know, I like working with Arnie. No, you guys are metaphorically giving each other fucking dome. You guys are sucking each other's dicks. And you're sitting in 6th place while doing it. You're 5 fucking points behind Manchester United, and you're giving each other blowjobs. Go fuck yourself. You signed a center back for the summer who just got hurt, and you have 2 center backs at the club. Go fuck yourself. You let Mark Gahey go to Manchester City. Go fuck yourself. I didn't even want Semenyo, but you let Semenyo go to City. Go fuck yourself. But you know what sounds like a better idea than signing players? Let's have Arnie Slot give Richard Hughes head on YouTube. That sounds like a much better idea. Sounds like a much better idea. Let's have Richard Hughes suck Arnie Slot's dick while Arnie Slot sucks Richard Hughes' dick and Ben Hogan watches, or Billy Hogan, whatever the fuck his name is. We'll call it a double blowjob cuckery, and we'll post it to YouTube. And we'll say it's a round table cuck session. Because that's what they are. They're all fucking cucks. That's what it was, bro. It was a round table of cuckery. Telling me I should back the club. Motherfucker, you're getting me 1 win on average per month. 1 win per month on average. And you want me to suck that dick? Get the fuck out of here. If Arnie Slot were sitting 20 points at the top of the table, I would maybe consider it on a metaphorical basis, but he ain't. Guys, we went from 5 points at the top to 17 points behind. That's a 22-point swing. Big up, Demandem. I know you guys like to say big up Demandem, right? Big up Demandem. 22-point swing. Big up Demandem. It was a cuck-off. It was a round table cuck-off. Guys, Manchester United have better ownership than Liverpool right now. I don't think you're able to fucking deep just how bad our club is. 3 points at home to newly promoted sides. I lost 4-1 at home to PSV. I lost to Manchester City at home for the first time since the COVID season. I lost to Nottingham Forest at home 3-0, and they're sitting in 17th fucking place. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. But people want to talk about Mo Salah. This is my problem with this dumb fuck fan base. These fucking morons. People want to talk about Konate. They want to talk about Mo Salah. They want to talk about Cody Gakpo. Now, Cody Gakpo is a dog shit footballer, but they want to talk about Cody Gakpo. They don't want to talk about the whole season. They want to talk about individual fucking players. Mohamed Salah provided Ekitike with an assist yesterday, and Ekitike just missed. Mo didn't have a great game. No. Mo was diving way too easily. He still set up Ekitike, and Ekitike still should have scored. But you know what? Ekitike deserves to be able to miss one because all of his goals are individual brilliance. They're not team goals. They're just Ekitike being an absolute boss. So if he just misses one, it is what it is. No, it's still vagina ball. It's still vagina ball. It's gaping fucking loose pussy ball. But the round table was different. The round table was released by the club between Billy Hogan, Richard Hughes, and Arnie Slot talking about how they love to suck each other's dicks all day long. And that is a real video. You can go watch it. It's quite literally a threesome for 30 minutes on YouTube. I think it's now up on Pornhub as well. But regardless of that, Kirkes was great. Kirkes was fantastic. Kirkes is a good left back if he plays left back. But people want to focus on individuals. They don't want to talk about the team. Motherfucker, the only reason why this team has scored any goals this season is because of individuals, not because of the team. Arnie Slot is a fucking antichrist, bro. I fucking hate this guy. Can't fucking stand him. I've never wanted to wish harm upon a human being more than I wanted to wish harm upon Arnie Slot in a footballing sense. Like, I hope that Arnie Slot, in a footballing sense, gets tarred and feathered. From a footballing perspective, whatever tarring and feather is for a career, I want that to happen to Slot. There's no one else to blame. There's no blaming Mo. There's no blaming Ekitike. There's no blaming Isak. There's no blaming McAllister. There's no blaming any individual. There's no blaming Van Dijk. There's no blaming fucking Allison. None. None of that. Because the only reason why this team is where they are is because of their individual brilliance. When the whole, listen, okay, you know what? Let's use a fucking analogy since people are so thick fucking headed and they don't understand English. Today's your birthday. Happy fucking birthday to you. I just bought you a Formula One racing car. Big up. Couple tens of millions of dollars worth of fucking equipment right there. Awesome. Congratulations. You are now the brand new owner of an F1 vehicle. You decide to take that F1 car. You take it to your local gas station and you put diesel into the F1 car. You put 87. You put regular fucking petrol into that fucking car. Are you going to expect that car to run properly? Anyone? Do you think that that car is going to perform to its maximum performance? Or do you think it's going to be sluggish and shit? Will it have a high probability of breaking down because you put 87 regular fucking gas into that vehicle? So now you want to blame the car for not being able to take the gas that it wasn't meant to take. You're getting angry because you're not putting the right gasoline into your car. And you're saying you're a car. Drive. That's the best analogy for the season. Arnie Slot is putting the wrong fuel into the team. The team is the Formula One car. Arnie Slot is the gasoline. It's not the right gas. I don't expect it to run properly. And if it does, it's a fucking mechanical engineering miracle. It's a miracle. No one seems to want to fucking look at it that way. People want to blame the tires. They want to say, no, the car's not running right because you put on the wrong tires. The tires would be the players. They want to blame the aerodynamics
oh, the car's not running right because it wasn't built properly, even though it's an F1 vehicle that just won the world championship. Wasn't built right.
The dynamics are the refereeing decisions. The dynamics are the mental lapses. None of them want to look at the fuel that we're putting into the fucking vehicle. None of them have asked themselves, have I dotted all of my I's and crossed all of my T's? There are a lot more slot outers now. There are still people who make excuses for Arnie Slot. There are still people who make excuses for the team. There are people who call out individuals. I'm saying that we cannot look at any of the individual parts, and we must look at the sum of all of those parts. And the sum of all of those parts is the manager. Mohamed Salah is not effective because of Arnie Slot. Cody Gakpo is not effective because of Arnie Slot. The transition defense is not effective because of Arnie Slot. Our mental lapses happen because of the mentality that Arnie Slot brews. Everything is a symptom of Arnie Slot. This is what he has bred into the club. This is the point. I don't want any of the players out because I can't fairly judge any of these players. I can't. I can't do it. I cannot. I'm sorry, I can't. With exception to maybe Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo could probably be the only one that I would say I can judge. I can't judge Mohamed Salah. I can't judge Hugo Ekitike or Alexander Isak. I can't judge Gravenberch or Soboslai or Jones. I can't judge Kirkes or Frimpong or Bradley or Robertson. I can't judge Van Dijk or Konate. I can't judge Allison. I'm giving them all the wrong gas. Guys, this is what you have to realize. Football is a very simple game. When you break it down, sports are very simple. Sports are very simple. Players are tools, right? So as we're going to explain this, let's use a metaphor. Players are tools. Your players, if you were building the house, let's say you're a carpenter and you're going to build a house, right? So the players are the 2x4s. The players are the brick and mortar. The players are the nails and the screws. The players are the screwdrivers and the nail guns and the hammers. The players are the tools. Now, tools individually can do some crazy things. Tools can do some unbelievable things on their own with no brain power. I 100% agree. Sometimes a tool just makes shit happen. But at the end of the day, if you want to build a house properly, a tool is only as good as the carpenter using it, and the carpenter is the coach. The carpenter is the man who sets up the team. Arnie Slot is the carpenter. We have seen better carpenters, Klopp, with worse teams, achieve more. With worse players, achieve more. With less individual talent, achieve more. We have seen other clubs, other managers achieve more with less individuals. Like, this is where we get lost in translation. This is where we get lost in translation. The players are just tools. The coach is the tool bearer. The coach is the carpenter. He's the guy building the house. They only work as good as him. It's that simple. You can't argue against that. Players do need to take accountability, Jenny. I'm not arguing against that. But here's the difference, Jenny. Here's the main difference. If this were a one-off game, I would agree with you. And I would say, you know what? The players need to look at themselves. They lost focus. But how many times have we seen this season? Is it a pattern that is continuously repeating itself? It's not really on the players anymore. The manager hasn't addressed it. There's a deeper problem here than individuality. When something is consistently wrong, week over week, I can't look at individuals. I can't. I can't. Especially when things continue to be that wrong, but individuals pull me out of the fire. That Newcastle game was this close to being a totally different story. Harvey Barnes hitting the post was this close. This close. I'm not really absolving them from responsibility. I'm just choosing to focus on the bigger problem. I think that that lack of individual performances is a symptom of the root cause. I'm trying to focus on the root. I don't think that addressing those symptoms cures the disease. For instance, Mohamed Salah's lack of finishing this season, that's a symptom. Mohamed Salah's ineffectiveness this season, that's a symptom. And that symptom would be like, I have a cough, right? So Mo Salah being ineffective is equal to a cough. So you take some Tylenol and you get rid of the cough. But it turns out you have lung cancer. So you're still going to fucking die. You know, you thought that it's just a regular cough, but it's really lung cancer. I'm trying to address the lung cancer. And that lung cancer is Arne Slot. And thanks to Cuba, lung cancer might now be cured. Big up Cuba. Goes back to the first 5 minutes of the stream, but regardless. All I'm doing is just sharing my own perspective on the situation. That's it. Just whatever, you know, the way that I view it. All of these lack of individual performances, these are all symptom-based analysis. What is the root cause? The root cause is I don't set up properly against teams. I don't have a consistent style of play. I don't have a consistent build-up. I don't have a consistent structure. It's all fucking just, it's just like a giant loose cannon. You know, and we did not play well that game yesterday. We threw away the first 45 minutes. We decided to play football in the second half. We probably deserved to get a goal before Dominic Szoboszlai kicked that wonder free kick in, but we didn't. Man City had plenty of chances. They could have scored too. Overall, City played way better than Liverpool did throughout the full 90. There was about a 30-minute spell where Liverpool were by far the better team, but that's only 30 minutes out of 100. That's 30% of the game. That's not good enough. And that's at home. And the worst thing is, I've seen the same thing against much, much worse sides. So I can't throw my marbles all over the table when I lose to the second place team. You know, maybe if we had beat Sunderland, Leeds, and Burnley at home, maybe if we had beat Nottingham Forest at home, maybe if I wasn't sitting on 39 points, yesterday wouldn't matter so much. It wouldn't matter so much. But we're not in a position where we have the luxury to look at individual games without looking at the whole sum of the parts. We can't. We can't. We do not have the luxury of just looking at the City game. We don't have the luxury of looking at any individual game. $39 points. The maximum amount of points that we can finish on is 78. You know what? For all the people that weren't here, let's redo it. Liverpool are on 39 points. There are 13 games left. There are only 39 points left to play. Liverpool's maximum amount of points that they can attain this season is 38. I'm sorry. The maximum amount of points that we can attain this season is 78. 78 points is the max that we can get to. That's if we win every single game from now until the end of the season. Does anyone here think that we're going to win every single game? No. No, I'm going to answer that for you. No. So how many points do we think realistically we're going to get? Do we think 68 is super optimistic? Do we think dropping 10 points from now until the end of the season is very optimistic? I do. Let's go with the ultra optimism. Let's say we only drop 10 points. 68 points is what we finish on. But what about the other teams? Let's take a look at Aston Villa. What's 47 plus 39? That would be 86. So if Aston Villa were to fall below Liverpool and Liverpool only dropped 10 points for the rest of the season, Aston Villa would have to drop 18 points. 18 points in the next 13 games. I'm sorry, 19 points. They would have to drop 19 points in the next 13 games. Does anyone here think that Aston Villa are going to drop 19 points in 13 games? Manchester United, the maximum that they can finish on, 83 points. Does anyone think that Manchester United are going to drop 16 points in the next 13 games? Anyone? I don't. Chelsea, the maximum that they can finish on is 82. Does anyone think that Chelsea are going to drop 15 points in the next 13 games? In order for Liverpool to get top 5, every other team in the top 5 race has to drop more points than games left to play. I hate to be that guy to show you the reality. But not only do Liverpool have to be perfect, we need other teams to fail. And it sucks because I remember sitting here in December. I remember sitting here in December and saying that, guys, we need to be perfect from this point on. We need to be perfect. And people said, no, what? We don't have to win every game from now until the end of the season. Here we are. Dropping more points, losing more games, drawing more games. Every draw is a loss. Since the beginning of September, every draw has been a loss. Now we're here. Now we're stuck here. A lot of fans took a lot of shit for wanting the manager gone in October. We took a lot of shit for wanting the manager gone in October. And now everyone wants the manager gone, but you're too late, big guy. And someone brought up a great point. Guys, our level right now is Sunderland, Everton, Brentford, Liverpool. This game against Sunderland is a massive game. It's a massive game. Liverpool are still on the road to 40 points. This is a massive game for 6th place. If Sunderland beat us, they're on the same amount of points. A newly promoted side after 26 games will be equal to the Premier League champions who spent 500 million pounds. Deep that shit. Remember, guys, we can't forget that we spent 500 million pounds to be this team. We spent £500 million to be this team. $500 million to be on 39 points, 25 games into a season. Big up, FSG. Big up, big guys. You want to know what I think goes on every week in the boardroom? I think they just sit there and they play this.
Na 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 na. We're completely fucked, completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
Simple. That's every board meeting right there. We're just fucked. We don't know what to do because we're fucked. Fucked. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? We're fucked. We're screwed, boys. We are screwed. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Life is fucked. Hey, big up. This is the kind of delusional optimism I strive to have. This is the kind of delusional optimism I would love to have. Big up. Delusional optimism. I dig it. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to win the Champions League. And that reason's very simple.
All right, Gold member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What?
The Dutch are the reason why we're not going to win the Champions League. Brentwood? Hey, Brentwood's just north of me. But the Dutch are the reason why we won't win the Champions League. I don't see how you could look at yesterday and be like, yeah, we can win the champs. Guys, we're going to have to play an English team. And we're going to get fucked. Bro, I don't work at the club. I wanted the manager fired in October. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I wanted the manager gone in fucking October. I don't know what to tell you. I've wanted this manager out for 6 fucking months. I don't know what to tell you. What do you mean for Wednesday? Do we play Sunderland on Wednesday? Oh, god damn it. We play Sunderland in 2 fucking days. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking sucks, dude. I got the FA Cup this weekend. Oh god, bro. I gotta watch 180 fucking minutes of Liverpool this week. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking damn it. That fucking sucks. Jesus H. Christ on a fucking popsicle stick. Yeah. That blows, dude. Who the fuck wants to watch Liverpool on a Wednesday? I gotta ruin my whole fucking Wednesday watching this team? Does anyone play tomorrow? Teams do play tomorrow. Chelsea Leeds, Tottenham's Newcastle, Everton, Bournemouth. Probably. God, that sucks. That sucks so much ass. Probably Hugo. I don't see how we get top 5. Really don't. Right on. I think every game from now until the end of the season is our toughest game of the season. We can't play anybody, dude. We suck ass. We suck major fucking cock at playing football. So I think every game from now until the end of the year is going to be one tough fucking game. Every single game is going to suck royal dick. I don't fancy us against anybody. I do not fancy our chances against any teams on planet Earth. I think a Sunday league team could give us some trouble. I think a high school team could give us some trouble. We're the worst coach team on the planet. We're the worst run team on the planet. We have a terrible board. We have a terrible team. We have a terrible manager. We have a terrible fan base. It's all terrible. All of it. Every bit is bad. Every bit. It all sucks fucking wiener. I would be worried if the first team played the youth team. I would genuinely be worried if our first team was playing our youth side. I would say we might not win. We might not beat our own youngsters. We really might not. Because whoever's coaching the young kids is better than Arnie Slot. That simple. But yeah, nothing. Things are not looking good, dude. They weren't looking good for some time. They were looking really bad for a long time. And now they're looking even worse. But you know what? All we can do is smile through the pain, right? It's all we can do. The club don't want to run the club. The manager doesn't want to manage the team. The players don't want to play the game. I think I'm going to have to pick another side to root for this season. I think I'm going to have to pick another side to watch and cheer on and analyze. I don't know who that's going to be yet. I don't know if it's going to be in the Premier League or not. I don't know if it should be in the Premier League. You know, maybe I should go to La Liga. Maybe I should go to Ligue 1. What's the League 1 standings? Ah, Lens aren't in first anymore. Poopy. What about Bundesliga? Anyone we could root for there? No. Can't root for anyone in the Bundesliga. What about La Liga? You can root for anyone there? No. We could become Barcelona fanboys. We could just go root for Barcelona all season. What about Serie A? How's Serie A looking? Inter are going to win that. All right, so the next nearest thing that we can do is we can go become fanboys of Barcelona. That's not a bad option, guys. It's not a bad option. You know what? I'm not even going to take care of you. You can have your opinion. You're not worth my time. No, I don't want to watch that. Dude, that's too much of a time change. It's too much of a time change. I think Barcelona is a good one to go piggyback. You know, maybe if we sell Soboslai to Barcelona, if we sell any of our players to Barcelona, I'll just go to Barcelona. It'll be Mike Das, Barcelona Football Club. No more LFC. I'll burn this. Or just get a sticker and I'll just put Barcelona on it. It's just I look at this table and I want to die. You know, like I look at this table and I'm thinking to myself, if I could go back in time and prevent myself from getting into this sport, I would. I would. I would say, don't pick up that controller. Don't play FIFA. Soccer's stupid. Soccer's dumb. Don't play that dumb game. That's what I would do. I'd be like, go play Madden. You know, go play Call of Duty. Play anything but FIFA. Anyway, I've said all I had to say. We're cucked. We're fucked. Live look at Arnie Slott's post-game press conference.
Won't someone please peg my anal canal? Everybody! Won't someone please peg my anal canal?
That's Arnie Slott, baby. That's what he does. That's what he does. And all the people who say that I should have faith and that Liverpool are going to make top 5 and it's all going to be okay. Well, that just reminds me of this.
Would you mind loaning me some of your lipstick, Mom? Because I want to at least look pretty the next time you decide to f me!
Everyone who was talking shit to all the people calling out this manager and calling for him to be sacked in October. For everyone who was saying that we're enemies of the club, that we're not true fans. All I have to say to you is this.
Not the kind of person to say I told her so, but you know what? I told her so. I fucking told her so.
I fucking told her so, dog. I fucking told her so. Hey, I'm not getting cooked because I'm not gonna be there. Bye. You know exactly where I was. Yeah, that sucks quite a bit. Either way, Manchester City 2, Liverpool 1, and the result of the season remains the same.
No. We're completely fucked, We're completely fucked.
Big up to you, people. Appreciate you hanging out. Smash a like, hit a subscribe, do all that jazz. I don't care. We'll be back whenever we're back. We'll probably get mollywopped against Sunderland, and we'll see where we are at the end of the week. We got Brighton in the FA Cup on the weekend. Things are not looking good. Things are looking fucked. Big up to that round table. Big up to that round table of cuckery. Big up to the circle jerk between Billy Hogan, Arnie Slott, and Richard Hughes, all giving each other fucking blowjobs under the table. Big up to Standard Chartered for sponsoring that round table of cuckery and blowjobs. Fuck Richard Hughes. Fuck Michael Edwards. Fuck Arnie Slott. Fuck FSG. Fuck this team. Big up to Mandem every single time. Big up to Mandem. Until the next time I see ya, Liverpool are absolutely.
We're back!